What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Let's talk about Mullen. Well, I think David watched my last video. You know, I said, David, this is not financial advice, but just stop selling. Just stop selling. That's what I told him. And you're like, no, David didn't watch your last video, man. You only had 100 views or something. I doubt David liked it. When I'd say to that, you're welcome to your opinion. But he probably liked it as well. So looking at the charts, looking at the action, I love it when things like this happen. That's what I'm talking about. So on this page, basically what we do, we create a narrative, we talk about the narrative and the price action, and we see how it's all coming together. So you've probably noticed some days I'm a little more bullish, some days I'm a little more bearish. Well, it depends on how my narrative's coming together. And we just talk about it day after day. Doesn't mean I don't like the stock. It just means that my opinion on where my narrative is has changed for that day. So my opinion has changed back. David watched my video and now he quit selling finally. And you're like, no, it was probably the Elms acquisition news. Fine, whatever. Whatever makes you happy. But you know what? Let's look at some things. So we were looking at cash on hand. This is what I liked in this article whenever it came out. It says manufacturing capability to produce 50,000 vehicles per year. Mullen's cash on hand and funding commitment of up to $240 million provides the company with access of up to $275 million to close acquisition and fund vehicle. Now, we were talking about that in the narrative. We were saying how much cash on hand does Mullen have? How much more are they going to have to sell to be able to afford some of these news releases that we're getting, what they want to do in the future? It looks like they have the cash on hand. So that's awesome, right? Maybe they have finally sold enough and now he's going to take just a little break and we're going to see what happens from here. That's what I'm looking for. Acquisition benefits, they include the factory in Indiana providing Mullen with the capability to produce up to 50,000 vehicles per year, allows the acceleration of the path to production, which we want to hear. We want to see some production coming out of Mullen for the Mullen 5 and the Bollinger B1, B2 retail vehicles plus 12 plus months. So, okay, so we got something to look for in the future, but we can work on it right now. Commercial product platforms to be assembled at Mullen's Tunica facility for launch of Mullen Class 1 and Class 3 commercial delivery vehicles into market in 2023. The platform and plant acquisition results in a significant reduction of the company's previously forecasted overall spend. Nice. Good to hear. So we have some good things actually going forward. We're finally there. Let's see how it all shakes out. So we're going to look at the charts. We're going to look at the Ortex. Anything changed as far as the short interest? Ortex is estimating live short interest 8.91% of the free float, coming in a little bit stronger. Live short interest 51.49 million shares. So not a whole lot whenever we're really considering the overall float. Is it increasing? Yes, it is. Do I want to be in another short squeeze? No, I don't want to be in another short squeeze. I just want to be in an EV company that wants to look to the future and be able to make some nice organic growth. So I don't necessarily want to see a bunch of shorts piling in. I would rather them just be like, you know what, this thing might take off and we just want to get out. So let's see if they just want to get out, not get in deeper, because we don't want to play that game. Looking at the charts, you guys, if you watched my first video whenever I said 64 cents could be the top before we hit that ring, some of you probably rolled your eyes. Some of you are like, yeah, right, this kid is dreaming. This kid's ridiculous. It has no chance. We're a whole lot closer than we were when we first started talking about it. Could it still happen? Yeah, it could. What am I looking for? Well, basically, we've broken above our MAs, which I told you would be our first hurdle. Kind of wanted to come back down, test it, bounce off of it. So let's see if it can hold above the MAs. Right there, we'll have a trend line kind of breakout. I haven't redrawn this, but I think we're going to have a trend line break that we need to get over. We still have our 50-cent call area that is going to be a little bit difficult, but what I do like is kind of where this trend line and our call strike setup is. If it wants to continue bullish, you're kind of looking at an easy breakout, retest, and push through that 50-cent strike level. Can I guarantee you that's going to happen? No, I can't. I mean, that's still 18 cents away from here. So let's see what it wants to do. But right here would be ideal if it wanted to make an attempt to break out and then pull it right on through with those call contracts. What an awesome opportunity. And then, like I said, up here is our next resistance as far as the GAN fans go. So that puts us around the 64, 65 cent range. I can't guarantee you it's going to get there. Hey, if you're in here, I have viewers that are, momentum traders, swing traders, whatever you are. Some of you are long-term prospects, and some of you might just want to pop in and tell me how much you hate the stock. I don't care. I don't care. I'm just talking about it. But if you made 80, 100%, well, you didn't make 100% today, but if you made 80% today and you said, hey, man, thanks for the call out, I'm out. I'm peaced out, and I'm gonna wait and see what happens. Congratulations. Take that money, take your family out to a nice restaurant, take a vacation, whatever you had invested and you pulled out. No harm, no foul. If you're here for the long term, I'm more long term on this one. I'm not swinging it or momentum trading it. I'm just here. I think they're going to be something, but sometimes I'm wrong, and I could be wrong. So I don't know. We'll see. And if you're just here to hate on it, then, hate on it. I don't care. I welcome y'all. So whatever you want to do, but I just like it whenever a plan comes together, and I don't look like a crazy person whenever I'm looking at upside in some of these things. So let's continue to see how this plays out. Now, we've seen a pullback, and that's only warranted, right? If you were up 60, 80%, some of that money's going to come off the table. So expect the pullback. That's okay. Let's see how it responds at the MA as of right now. We want to see how all of that plays out. With the news and everything going forward with the cash on hands, I hope that we can kind of slow down on some of the selling into the market and just have an opportunity to see what happens whenever some buyers can truly step in and not have to eat up an outrageous supply that's coming in as well. So, do what you want. We can call these out before they move, but when they move, it's your account, it's your money. You control your buy button, you control your sell button. So if you are averaging up and it goes against you, well, that's on you. If you're being greedy, well, that's on you. It depends on your trading plan and what you want to do with it. Like I said, I don't care. I don't care what way you play it. But I'm here for quite a while longer. So awesome day. I like that we're above this volume shelf where it kind of cuts off. Let's see if we can stay in this range, and then where we go from there. I think we will get a nice pull through this 50 cent range if we can get up and above there. It's going to take a lot of work. I don't know if it's going to happen, but hey, we had a very nice run, so that's what I wanted to see. We kind of saw a pretty decent run. Can it do it again? We're going to find out tomorrow. So let's see. Hey, and my man Arca, he started up a YouTube channel. He has some pretty nice call outs as well. If you're BBIG fans, he's been doing some pretty heavy coverage, full tilt on BBIG. So, I don't know him personally, but through the intraweb and all of this fun stuff, he seems like a pretty decent guy. I like his TA. I like his approach to things. And if you're looking for other content creators, definitely check him out. It's ARCA period, I believe, or dot, or however you want to say it. But you'll find him. He just fired it up. So worth a follow. He seems to be a smart guy, and I like his approach. So if you're looking for somebody that kind of gives you unbiased approaches to things like I do, and you just kind of want some realistic, real term, what's going to happen up, down, you're not needing your confirmation bias, but padded all the time, and we can just be adults and talk about things. Worth a follow. Give him a look. If you're in here watching, drop yourself in the comments so that people can find you. But let's see, what I'm looking forward to as well is the Strikingly Different tour. We have that coming up. Let's see if Mullen can hit that, because I think that could be our next real catalyst besides the PR releases that we were getting today. So if they hit that, I'm kind of excited to see what goes down. That's the 27th, I believe. So we're going to be getting close to our ring here. I want to see how the Strikingly Different approach kind of plays out. All right, guys, thank you so much for coming back and watching another one. I hope you had a good day in the markets. I appreciate you being here. I will catch you in the next one. As always, stay golden, people, and may your accounts stay green.